Alright guys, it's Shax here from Burner Discord. Just a quick little BTC analysis on my macro long-term views over the next few months as requested, yeah? Let me just clear this up real quick. It's quick disclaimer, this is my points and views over the next few months. Of course, I could be wrong, so take it with a grain of salt. I still hold my long positions, my long-term ones, such as Trias and Mina as mentioned. But let me just get into why I've sold out most of my positions. So this right here, which I'm going to unclick, is the weekly MA and the dailies showing different types of moving averages. The ones that I'm most interested in is the 200 day and the 200 week. So I'm not interested in a daily chart, so I'm going to switch to a weekly chart. Give me a sec. Alright, now we're going to unclose this. So this is, I've dated it back to 2014, going through all the bull cycles. This is just what the conclusion I've come to. So here we go. So what I'm really interested in is these three: the red, orange, and yellow. Yeah. So just give a little bit of context. My view at the moment is we've bounced off the orange, hitting the yellow, could close above it, but not too high, I believe, and then trickle our way back down into a bear market for the next few months, touching this red line and restarting. Now, the evidence to back this up, if you just go back, it's happened in every bull cycle where there's been a major correction. So unless we're making history, I see this happening. So let's go back to, this is common where we are right now. Let's go back to 2017, 2018. Yeah, so this is a 2017, 2018 bull run, yeah? Alright, cool. 2017, 2018 bull run. We had a massive run up as we've seen in the past few months like we've had. We've had a bit of a bear market with dead cat bounces, as we know. Not as much volume. Volume starts to die out, as you see. So we touched the orange, bounced back, then we touched the orange properly, and then we hit the yellow. We can't close above it, or we may go a bit above it, and as we touched that, that's the big green wave that we're seeing right now. So the 10 days we saw up, they had back in 2018 about 28 days, so about 4 or 5 weeks up. They hit the yellow, and then that's when the bear market really started. It started to trickle down until it hit the red here, which is about the restart point, which is the 200 weekly moving average. Hit this 3.8k, then it started to reset in 2019. Now 2019 was obviously a bit of a anomaly, should we say, with the coronavirus crash, but we hit that, then the pandemic started to come in play and stuff like that. We hit the orange again, it's closed a bit above yellow, but eventually came back to the red, and then this is where the new bull market started. So we can see here that we hit the yellow, went back down to the red and restarted again, and the same thing happened here. Now if you even go further back to the 2014 bull run, let me just bring that up, 2014, here we go, let's enlarge that. The 2014 bull run right here, we have this little startup. There was no, obviously Bitcoin wasn't around that long, so there was no 200 weekly MA, but 2014 you can see the big run up for the bull run where it hit 1.1 grand about. We touched the orange, it was a bit of a bear market, dead cat bounces as you see again, volume falling again from here. We touched the orange down here, like we have done right now, hit the yellow, look at this green wave right here, several weeks of going up, hit the yellow of the moving average, and then started to really do the bear market, trickle down, a few dead cat bounces here and there, low volume, until we hit the red, reset again. We hit the red and reset. And then we come back to the 2018 bull run and the same thing happens. So this is my analysis, what I've seen throughout the history going back in time. This is where we currently are, just so you can get more perspective. We've come down from this big down. We've had a few weeks of consolidation. We just hit the orange a few times. Bounce, we've finally touched the yellow again. Now look, we're so close to yellow. This is why I've sold out most of my positions. I believe we could go a bit further, maybe even touch 50k around this region. But my views over the next few weeks or months should be that we start trickling down, a few dead cat bounces, notice how the volume's getting lower, such as in previous bull runs, and then until we eventually, by hopefully end of 2021, beginning of 2022, hit this red, which is about 14k. By then it can be around 20k, so I'm expecting low 20s, even below 20. That's when I will really start buying in full majority of all my capital. Right now a lot of my capital is sidelined just because I've made profits and I'm happy with it. So that's my analysis for this short-term view, or short to mid-term. I don't think it'll be a 3-year bear market because I think there's a lot more adoption now. But this is just my views. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. I may be wrong. We could just create history again and fly to all-time highs. Everyone would love that. So would I. But this is just what I see in a realistic world. Alright, guys.